Shalom. Hi, this is Daniel Rosenthal. I'd already did a draft videos, but I think I want time to like revisit. Let's just say the last 5 years of the drafts. Not obviously every round, but we're just going to go through maybe one or two rounds and see if we can come to any different conclusions that I came to previously on my other videos, which I mentioned only the first round. So 2020 was a very good draft overall, especially first round. So first round you have Joe Burrow. Uh, even though he's often injured, he's considered like top 10, top fives by some people's QB. When his team protects him, passes for a lot of yards. Chase Young was a number two overall pick. Basically bounced around the league, didn't live up to the hype. One of these combine, uh, highlight guys, but ends up not being that, what people thought he was going to be. Um, Jeff Okudo was taken by Detroit. I don't think I've ever heard of him, so I'm not sure what happened there. But of course, I'm not don't follow like the defenses. Then you have Andrew Thomas, who was taken by the New York Giants. Not sure what happened to him. Uh, Tua Tagovailoa, he's been in the news a lot. Basically, most people don't think he's like maybe should have drafted a lot lower. Uh, he had a lot of injuries during college. He's already gone through two coaches. His second coach now both his head coaches fired. It's a lot. It doesn't even seem to even want to play on the team. When they asked him how he felt about maybe going somewhere else, he said that'd be dope, which is a weird thing for a quarterback to say. Justin Herbert, great regular seasons, gone through a lot of head coaches, haven't been able to protect him this year, lost a lot of linemen, still made it to the playoffs. He hasn't had any playoff success, but I'd say he's a better quarterback than Tua in terms of his draft class. And it'll be a good discussion between what people say about him versus, say, Joe Burrow. Justin Herbert misses a lot less games, but Joe Burrow's made to the Super Bowl. So, but both of them have problems with offensive line. So, it's a lot of interesting. I think people would say that Herbert has a better arm, but Joe Burrow's like maybe a better pure like pocket quarterback. I'm not sure. Derek Brown, drafted by Carolina, number seventh overall that year. Not sure about him. Isaiah Simmons was drafted eighth by the Arizona Cardinals. Never heard of him since then. Nine, C.J. Henderson. I don't know. Again, he's at Jackson. He was drafted by Jacksonville. 10, Cleveland Browns took a guy named Jedrick Willis. I don't know if you know if he's in the league. The New York Jets traded Mekhi Becton, who was supposed to be this awesome um, lineman, offensive lineman. I think he's actually on the Chargers. I think he's not even on the Jets anymore. Um, Number 12 overall was by the Vegas Raiders, now Las Vegas Raiders. Henry Ruggs, the third, went to jail on manslaughter charges. Don't want to go more into that. I think he was like racing his car, like driving like over 120 miles an hour in Las Vegas. Tristan Wirfs already won a Super Bowl because he was drafted by Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So his first year he was with Brady, so they got to the Super Bowl. He's considered an amazing offensive lineman, so that's a great pick. Javon Kinlaw, I believe, is still in the league. He was taken by, I believe, San Francisco. 15, Jerry Jeudy, he's actually ended up, he was taken originally by Denver Broncos, now on the Browns, so that says a lot. He's kind of, I think, had been on a few teams. I guess not lived up to the potential. AJ Terrell, taken 16th overall by the Atlanta Falcons. I don't know what most people would say about his career. 17th overall, CeeDee Lamb, obviously one of the best wide receivers, not just of his class, but maybe of he's already proven himself in the league. Goes without saying. Number 18, Miami took Austin Jackson. Not sure if he's in the league or not. 19, Las Vegas Raiders took Damon Arnett. I don't even know if he's playing. The 20, Jacksonville Jaguars took Keelavon Chasen. Again, don't know much about him. 21, Philadelphia took Jalen Reagor. I believe he's still in the league, so he's made it 5 years. 22, Minnesota took Justin Jefferson. Him and CeeDee Lamb are one or two best wide receivers drafted in the last maybe 30 years. So, I mean, obviously all-time great. He's had a lot of different quarterbacks. Definitely going to probably be in the Hall of Fame. So, the Los Angeles Chargers at 23 took Kenneth Murray as a linebacker. I have no idea where he's playing or who he's playing for. 24, New Orleans, Cesar Ruiz. Again, don't know what's going on with him. He's a center, so coastal linemen are like a little bit difficult to like track if you're not really into football. I'm watching it from 7 hours ahead of Eastern time zone, only watching highlights. So don't know if you've ever heard of Cesar Ruiz. 25, San Francisco took Brandon Ayuk. He got some good seasons, breakout, I believe he got a second contract, and he kind of, I don't know, he's basically like disappeared from the 49ers. Not sure what's going on there. 26, Green Bay famously took Jordan Love while they still had Aaron Rodgers, who had just won an MVP. So they took him in the first round. I believe they traded up to get him. He's gotten them to the playoffs, so, that's pretty good. Jordan Brooks was taken 27th overall by the Seattle Seahawks. Not sure if he's in the league. Patrick Queen, 28th overall, taken by Baltimore. He's still in the league. I believe he's not on Baltimore anymore. I think he's been on a few different teams, but he's still playing. 29, Tennessee, Isaiah Wilson. No idea. 30, Noah Igbonoji Gahi. Don't know. He's drafted by Miami Dolphins and cornerback. 31st overall, Minnesota took. I wonder why they had a 31st pick. They didn't. Why did they have such a? They should have had a higher pick. They didn't have such a good year. I don't know. Anyways, they weren't like second place. I'm not sure why they were 31st. Maybe they traded. Anyways, they took a cornerback named Jeff Gladney. I have no idea if he's still playing. And 32, Kansas City took Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who I believe is retired, or maybe I saw that he's on the Saints, but he basically kind of like fell out of the league. I'm not sure what's going on with him. Second round, let's go kind of quickly on this one. Cincinnati took T. Higgins. He's obviously awesome. 30, Indianapolis took Michael Pittman Jr., very good. 35, Detroit took DeAndre Swift, very good, still in the league. 36, New York Giants took Xavier McKinney. I believe he's still in the league. 37, New England took Kyle Duggar. I believe he's still playing. 30, Carolina, Yatir Gross-Matos. I have no idea. I've never heard of this guy. I'm sorry. I'm sure you're an amazing person. 30, Miami took Robert Hunt. 40, Houston took Ross Bailock. 41, Indianapolis took Jonathan Taylor. So you can get value in the second round. He's a running back, obviously awesome. 42, Jacksonville, Laviska Shenault, wide receiver. I believe he's still in the league. I don't think he plays for Jacksonville. 43, Chicago, Cole Kmet, still in the league. 44, Cleveland, Grant DePlitt, no idea. 40, Tampa took Anton Winfield Jr. I don't think he plays for them anymore, but he's still in the league. Wow, so you still like a lot of value in the second round. 46, Denver, KJ Hamler, no idea. 47, Atlanta, Marlon Davidson, don't know anything about him. Sorry, I'm sure you're an incredible human being. 48, Seattle, Daryl Tyler. 49, Pittsburgh took Chase Claypool out of the league. 50, Chicago took Jalen Johnson. No idea. 51, Dallas took Trayvon Diggs. I believe they just traded him or they caught him recently, and I think got picked up by the Packers. 52, Los Angeles took Cam Akers. I believe he's still in the league. 53, Philadelphia took Jalen Hurts. So guys like been to 2 Super Bowls, won one. He was taken second round. Obviously could find incredible value. He doesn't have to be a first round. So, I mean, what more I could say? I mean, Buffalo was after that, took AJ Epenzia. Don't know about him. 55, Baltimore took J.K. Dobbins. I believe he's bumped around the league a lot. Had like a pretty bad knee injuries, which is of course hard for running backs. So I'm not even sure. I think he's still playing. 56, Miami, Raekwon Davis. 57th overall, Los Angeles, I believe, LAR. Would that be the Chargers? Van Jefferson, I think he's definitely in the league. 58, Minnesota, Ezra Cleveland. I have no idea. 59, New York Jets, Denzel Mims. 60, New England took Joshua Uche. 61, Tennessee, second round, of course. Kirsten Fulton. 62, Green Bay took A.J. Dillon. I'm not even sure he's still playing. He was a running back, so I'm not sure what's going on with him. At 63, Kansas City took Willie Gay Jr. as a linebacker. No idea. And 20, the second round, Carolina took Jeremy Chin. So we see the draft is like not even like 50%. Like it's like first and second rounds. Like you get a giant whiffs. I mean, people don't make it, even 5 years in the league. So I think there's a lot to say about that. I'm gonna see about the 2021 draft and go up until the 2024, 2025 draft. So see you soon. Bye.